Hey singers, I'm Sara and this is singingtv.com. Together you and we are making singing simple. And let's have a new tagline. Besides just making singing simple, I think we should go with the internet's most easy to understand voice lessons. Get that in your head, see? If you can come up with a better tagline, put it below in the comments. So, today I want to talk more about riffs, runs, and melismata. This is kind of a series because it seems that that's what most of the questions I get back are about. So, in order to understand riffs and runs, you have to understand where they came from, historically. I know, you're thinking, I don't want to know the history, I just want to know this information. But, guess what? This is stuff you gotta know. So, I'm not going to go into lots of history. Read the books if you want to know. Please, there are millions of them out there. Gazillions, not millions. There are probably good 10 or 12 books that you should be reading. Anyway, read books on the blues and the development from blues to jazz, into rhythm and blues and gospel and all that kind of stuff. It's really fascinating stuff. But what I do want you to know is how the music started and what the blues scale is, because most of what we do in terms of riffs and runs are different permutations of the blues scale. So let's look at this blues scale that I've written up on the board, and what you can see is this is ascending. Am I spelling that right? I think so. And this is descending. Yes. Okay. So what I want you to see is just see if you can begin to sing this scale. So we're going to go in order. If you're reading music, wonderful, because you can read. If not, you'll repeat it after me. Do, 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 do. Good. Let's see if you can now do the same thing but repeat after me. So I'll point at you when it's time for you to sing the notes. Do, 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 and back descending. Do, 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 do. Hopefully you've repeated those after me. And let's talk now just a little bit more about what that means and how we're gonna... That was really smooth. Good camera work there. Anyway, how we're gonna go about doing this. What you'll notice is that first you really have to get this in your brain. Sing it in every key. Do 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 do. Try it. 2, 3. Do 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 do. And what I did was I snapped on 2 and 4 because the blues swings. We'll talk about that, a whole different lesson. And we just swung 1/8 notes of the blues scale. We could do that as an exercise if you want. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Back down. So what you notice is that those of you who are familiar with intervals and scales and stuff, if you're not familiar with intervals, go back to the beginning episodes, I think 14, 15, and 16. Check that out. But what we're doing is we're starting on 1, or the tonic of whatever the scale is. In this case, we're just starting on C, and it's going 1, and then the third is lowered. Lowered 3rd, 4th degree, lowered 5th degree, natural 5th degree, lowered 7th degree, and then we're back to 1. Up the octave. 1, descending is 1, lowered 7th degree, 5, flat 5, 4, lowered 3rd, 1. And the reason I say lowered and not flatted is because, let's say in the key of a D blues scale, the lowered third would be F, not F flat, right? Because in the key of D we have an F sharp. So I prefer to just say lowered as opposed to flatted, so then you know what I'm talking about. So that's the blues scale, and it's probably the most important thing to get into your head when it comes to singing riffs and runs and that kind of melismata. We're going to get in further episodes into more about that, but here's what I want you to know. Most riffs and runs are different permutations of this scale. So what if I take it down? Oh, oh. That's a blues riff, right? That's a run right there. What if I went, ooh, oh, 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 oh. So it's just different permutations of this, but in order, of course, to be able to do that, you really, 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 really have to use the scale and learn the scale first. So let's do it one more time. Do, 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 we'll come back with more riffs and runs exercises, but for now, learn the blues scale, go over that for a week, and then come back here and look at the next episode. I am Singing TV. No, I am Sara Lieb. We don't edit. Have I mentioned that? I'm Sara Lieb. This is singingtv.com. Together, you and I, we are making singing simple. We are the internet's easiest to understand voice lessons. And question of the day, who is your favorite blues musician? I've got a lot, but I'm going to go with Lightning Hopkins. Sara Lieb, Singing TV, making singing simple. See you later.